It's a little rainy today. You probably hear it on the umbrella. But we wanted to stop by and check out this property. My name's Sean Larson with Compass Real Estate, and I am out here at Carothers Crossing, which is over at Carothers Farms in Nolensville, Tennessee. It's kind of on the Nolensville side, closer to I-24, but we are out here at 1662 Carson Meadows Lane, and we are going to do a quick walkthrough to kind of show you what the layout is like. So let's pop on in and check it out. Yep, it's a little drier in here. So we step right on into the living space at 1662 Carson Meadows Lane. It is approximately 1,620 square feet or so. It's 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Look at that island. That is just awesome. You know, no matter the size home, everybody likes the open concept plan because they want to keep everybody connected. And here you've got that. You've got the island. And keep in mind, this is kind of a good design element that I like to try to point out on certain islands, the way they design them. Look how deep that setback is on that countertop right there. So you can fit the stools under there for dining purposes or breakfast, lunch, whatever you like. And then if you pick the right stool, it slides all the way under the island. So if you pick one with short backs, it doesn't protrude out into your navigation space. So as you're shopping for homes, kind of keep that in mind as you look for islands. Love the storage in the ends of the island too there. Those twin cabinets there, nice. Got your dining over there. Easy, casual dining spot. Opens right up into the living space. Small storage closet to the left there. Quick and convenient if you want to pop some coats in there. Everybody stays connected here. Look at that countertop. That is just awesome. Got your stainless plumbing fixture there. Look at that, the lighting is spot on for the trends too. That's one thing when you look at it and people build, you know, how long will the finishes last? And see, these are going to last a long time. Got your powder on your right, got a pantry on your right, and then straight ahead, it goes right out into the garage. And out here in the community, most of the homes are laid out so the garage is output to the back. And so they output in an alleyway, which is really nice. It presents really well on the front of the homes that way. Lots of storage below the island. Got your double sinks. Convenient mounting the microwave there right over the range. Good cabinet profiles too, and the hardware. Got your fridge there. So everything's really convenient. I mean, in this space, if you look at, if you're prepping a meal, there's that cook's triangle thing everybody talks about. So you've got the sink there, you've got the range and the fridge all in close proximity there. And at the same time, you're staying connected with everybody in the living space. So that is a super layout there. Let's head on upstairs and we'll take a look. Upstairs, we've got both bedrooms. Again, it is a 2-bed, 2-bath. It's actually 2.5 bath. You do have the powder down here, along with 2 full baths upstairs. So as you come upstairs, you land in a really cool, kind of common space here. Maybe if somebody just wants to hang out and read, or they park themselves with their electronics or laptop. You even have a small desk here that works great. Perfect for a work setup there. If we head back toward the front of the home, got one of the bedrooms. And that is a king bed too. A lot of times when you see pictures online, it's kind of hard to put it all in perspective because you don't know the size of the beds. That is a king. And this primary bedroom does have twin closets. So you have one closet here, off to the side. And then you have a second one once you go through the primary bathroom. Good shower design there. You've got the pan, framed glass, chrome fixtures. Looks great. Really nice vanity choices too. See, that's the kind of color and hardware and everything that you're going to get a long time out of. Chrome fixtures, good counter color and design. So as we continue back, you have a linen closet on the right, and your water closet room is on the left there. And so we go into a second walk-in closet. Plenty of hanging. Got that on all three walls. So all that's pre-installed, move-in ready. Carpet is in awesome condition. And this is something I try to point out when we look at existing homes. You know, when buyers look at them, the first thing they think of is, you know, what are we going to have to do before we move in? And a lot of times carpet replacement, cleanings, and things like that come to mind. And, you know, every place can be cleaned again. That's just kind of a personal preference, I think, for everybody. They just want to feel like they've put their touch on it before they move in. But a lot of times, you know, you look at the carpet and hardwoods or whatever flooring it has to kind of determine, well, you know, what else are you going to have to do before you move in? But this carpet is in super condition. Okay, so we're going back out. Stairs are to the right to go downstairs. Walking through this workspace or lounge area. Got laundry on the left. Got tile, which is awesome. That's what you want in a laundry area. Got the pan, the plumbing pan. That's just in case a washer were to leak or something. Got your shut-off valves there on the wall. Pre-installed storage there. You know, I had to mention this on homes too. You know, if somebody wanted to change that wire hanging or wire storage to upper cabinets, that's really not a tough job. You know, that can be a do-it-yourself job. You know, you visit even a big box store. You know, they have awesome upper cabinets. You know, take a weekend, paint them and hang them. So we're walking toward the rear of the home. And this is the second bedroom. Got ceiling fans in both bedrooms. And each bedroom has a dedicated bath. So to the left, you have a closet. See, good choices on the hardware and finish, countertop, plumbing fixtures, all of that. Walk-in shower, got framed glass, nice. Carpet looks good. It's a good color too that goes with just about everything. You know, sometimes if somebody picks something that's a little too bold, sometimes that can result in replacement, not because of wear on the carpet, just color choice. So this is one of the colors that goes with just about everything. So that's the upper level. You got two beds up here. You got your laundry. You have a bath on each bedroom dedicated. And then you go right back down to the living space here. And again, this is 1662 Carson Meadows Lane, and that is in Carothers Crossing, which is out of Carothers Farms in Nolensville. My name again is Sean Larson with Compass Real Estate. And if I can answer any questions about this property, set up an appointment for you, or answer anything about real estate at all, feel free to reach out. I'll be happy to help you out.